What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to Cigars and Dads. Man, here in California, guys, it's having a lot of bad fires, man. Yeah, our prayers go out to these guys out there, all these people. That's what I asked you guys. Please pray for them. Where we're at, we're about 100 miles, 150 miles away, and so we're okay here, but it's just sad, the weather's beautiful, that's the only thing I can say today. It's like, 69 degrees, I think I would say it was. Yeah, 69 degrees. And so, not bad. Anyways, man, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Hey, Seed to Smoke, Rocky Patel, guys, these are great. Another great bundle. I know I mentioned it before, guys. You guys gotta really try these out. They're really good. I picked up 2 bundles of these a couple weeks ago. Little white pepper, not bad though. Woodsy, leathery, but smooth. Just a man for a bundle, not bad. You can't beat it. I think you can pick them up for this one here. You can probably pick up for about $49 a bundle. So 20 cigars, $49. This is I think 48 gauge. Churchill, I think. Yeah. I normally don't smoke Churchills, but that's all they had that day, and I seen that they had Seed to Smoke, so I thought, I haven't had them in a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab them. I actually picked these up at Cigars and More, where I usually go. If you guys are here in Bakersfield, try them out, guys. I like them. There's other cigar shops too, but I tend just to go there. It's a straight shot from where I live. I go straight over there. It's nice. It's a nice place. And they got everything you need. Tons of cigars. You won't, like I've said over and over, you won't be able to smoke them all. You just keep going. You can go in circles around the whole humidor and just pick one out if you wanted to. But anyways, got my coffee. Love it. Trying to think which one is that. That's Jack Daniels. Man, you guys gotta try that out. That is a great coffee. Great coffee. So I've been kind of mixing it up. I got that, and then I just opened up right now. I don't even know why I started drinking that again. My seltzer water I got from Costco. And these are great. Kept me from sodas. Sodas ain't no good for you. But I didn't really care for these at first, or even any seltzer water for that matter. But got used to it, and it kind of limited me in my sodas, and then finally I cut them. I may have when we go to a restaurant or something like that. I may have a drink or just a soda. Coke or Pepsi. It don't matter. I'll drink them both. But that's the only time I drink them. I don't buy them no more at home, which is nice. So it just, man, just not good to have all the time. So anyways, yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. This old Newscomb, this guy's he's a loser, man. He really is. Homeless is bad. All these things are bad. I even saw an interview with him. How he was so excited he shut down one of these reservoirs, and I'm like, I mean, that's been going on here in California for a long time about the smelt fish. Man, if you need water, we have it runs here, the Kern River. I don't know if you guys have heard of it up there, but they actually come down. Sometimes they'll train here up in the further out, closer to the mountain, in the canyon there. for the Olympics. I know that they did that. But anyways, and it's dry as hell. You know, a while back they opened up and then they shut it back down again. So I don't know what this guy's thinking. You know, hopefully, I mean, we live quite a ways away. My son-in-law's family does live not as quite as far out in Riverside and that area over there. I don't know that it's actually in Riverside, but it's right near that area. She said the winds are very high. His mother and talked to my wife, and they didn't have electricity. They just got it on yesterday. Didn't have it since last Tuesday, or just the Tuesday just passed this week, and they just got it on last night. She said so it was kind of scary. She said, but thank God they got it back on. Winds are still pretty bad. We haven't talked to him today, so I don't know. I know he was working also up in Palm Springs, Indio, that area. So he's supposed to come back today. I don't know if he'll make it, if any of the freeways are shut down over there coming this way. So say your prayers, guys. There's all these people out there, they're dealing with it, lost their homes. I know the news says that it's a wealthy area, but you got a lot of homes that have been there for years and years that maybe just passed down to other families. Heard on the news. One of the newscasters was saying the same thing. She said, not everybody's wealthy down there. They're hardworking people, and barely making it, but wanted to live in that area because of the schools and, to send their kids to schools over there. And so, and I would imagine, it's like I always say too, like people always say, like they own a business. Oh, they're rich. No, that doesn't mean they're rich, guys. People just don't use their head. They're just, anyways, it's sad, but I give thanks to God, nothing, my home is here. Again, we're far away, but you never know. You just never know. Back to the cigar, guys. Look at that. Look at that burn. Man. You can't beat that. And this is, excuse me. This is a bundle cigar, Bundle cigars are usually, scraps, things like that. And that's what they are. So when they make these, instead of throwing away some of the long straps that they got, they throw them in there and they roll them up. So you still have some quality leaves in there. Now you can get some bundles that are they're pretty bad. And that usually when you get a bundle that's got shavings just falling off in your mouth or something like that, it's kind of like a cigarette. That's not it's not too cool. I don't think you'd want that. But so far so good. I always try to buy long fillers, handmade, hand rolled cigars, even if they're bundles, things like that. You may pay a little more. And who knows? I try to stay away from those. Oh, excuse me. From the machine rolled cigars, And a lot of times it'll say it. So, feel like I'm slipping. But anyways, yeah. So today, and actually I went and cut this one, and I usually cut it when I've got the camera going on. Accidentally, as I'm lighting this one, I went and cut this one first, and I thought, wait, what am I doing? So the Arturo Fuente Rosado Gran Reserva. Okay, guys. Arturo Fuente is, they've been around for years, man. Years. And, you can look up the history of the family. They originally from Cuba, again. lot of these great cigar makers, especially the legacy ones. Gentlemen, and I got it right here. So, just wasn't sure I was going to go through all that. Anyways, Arturo Fuente was born on November 18th in Guayanes, at the time of the municipality in the province of La Habana, Cuba, in 1906. Arturo moved to the Key West, Florida, a beautiful location where Cuban immigrants, including his own siblings, already had laid the seed for a thriving cigar industry. This industry grew to the north, where another immigrant from Cuba, the Spaniard Vicente Martinez Ibor, left Key West and founded the now world-famous cigar town, Ybor City, located in Tampa, Florida. Ybor City became a highly cultural community that attracted many Cuban, Spanish, and Italian immigrants. In search of America's dream, in 1910, at the age of 22, and married Duana Hilda, Arturo Fuente was one of these immigrants who made the trek north, from Key West and settled in Ybor City, sister town of West Tampa. So in 1912, 2 years after Arturo Fuente came to the United States of America, Arturo Fuente founded A. Fuente and Company at the age of 24 years old. The company was located in West Tampa on 813 Francis Street. During this time the cigar was produced by Arturo Fuente's company, were handmade Cuban tobacco. In 1922, the company was doing very well and reached a peak of 500 employees. Then tragically struck in 1924 when the factory burned down. While Arturo Fuente was in Cuba buying tobacco, not only was the factory declared a complete loss, Arturo Fuente also went through a divorce from Duana Hilda. Arturo Fuente spent the next 22 years working as a general manager for a local business to repay debt and owed from the losses caused of the fire. While keeping the cigar manufacturing dream alive, let's see. Arturo Fuente returned to Ybor City. He courted and married Cristina Trujillo. I'm sorry. So they lived in the corner of, and the reason I say this because some people, you might be from Florida, or you guys know people in Florida, and maybe you guys can see these places. Anyways, so they lived at 14th Street and 20th Avenue in Ybor City. Then in 1931, the Fuente family became a family of three, with birth of Arturo Oscar Fuente, Carlos, and Cristina, first child. Little did the Arturo Sr. know that in 1935, with the birth of their second son, Carlos Arturo Fuente, his dream for producing fine cigars would grow to become a global dynasty. By 1940, Arturo Fuente Sr. was making cigars with his family in the back of his home. Once Carlos and Arturo Oscar became school-aged, their homework included rolling 50 cigars each and every day after school. So, man, this is what I love. It's just like, it's a legacy, and we probably won't ever see things like that. I mean, I would imagine there's still some people that do that. They have families that go from generation to generation to generation. But there's a lot of people that do. It's, nowadays, man, it's just not that way. And it's sad because, you have these industries, these companies that are well known, very prominent companies, but they started small and humble, So anyways, here we go, guys. let me show you on the camera. Get to it. And let's see. Yeah, here we go. I hope you guys are hearing me, you know. This camera's always, hey, my eyes are crooked, man. There you go. So I'm looking at the screen. I should be looking at the camera. But anyways, that's the cigar right there. I mean, and if you could see how like the shine to it, it's got an oily finish. It's a really nice cigar. So this is about a 6 by 60, and this is what I like. I haven't smoked a. Let's see, did I smoke a Gran? I'm not sure if it was the Gran Reserve, the Rosado though. Anyways, light. You know, I mean, probably like a cognac look. Really nice, man. Look at that. It's even got like a box pressed front. If you guys can see that, it's a little rounded on the sides and flat on the top and the bottom. I mean, really, really, really nice made cigar, guys. So the notes are on this one. Chocolate, licorice, and a well-balanced body of almonds and wood. So we'll see. We'll see if it's and it doesn't state if it's a medium to bold or mild to medium to mild. I don't know why. Usually they do. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. I'm sorry. It does. It's balanced by a medium-bodied base. So, we'll see. So, as I've said before, I like burning the right around the edge. And you put your kind of angle your lighter or your torch. So you're just getting the tip of that edge. Now you don't have to do that, guys. I do because I don't like, you know, I see guys, man. Oh man, I can already smell the fragrance of that. And again, I know some guys, they always say, you can't smell shit. I said, oh yeah, I can. Excuse my language, guys. Yeah, I gotta watch my language. I don't know if anybody's out there, kids in the room. Anyways, so I just burned it, and then again, you don't need to go straight on like that because you're gonna burn it, and you're gonna get that. So I turn it as I'm puffing on it. Nicely done. There you go. You don't want no bitterness in it. You know what I mean? Because if you're burning like that, you're just going to fry it all up. And then your first couple of puffs, you get all that bitter in there, bitter tasting. And it just draws up into your cigar. And it may not even, you know, I don't care for it. But again, you guys light them as you want them. Wow. Smooth, very smooth. Retro. Man. Oh gosh. This is a great one. Wow. and I'm getting the chocolate. It's not really a dark chocolate. I'm not getting a dark chocolate though. To me, because I've always I contribute dark chocolate to, and I don't know if you guys, a lot of you guys know, if you ever ate that Mexican chocolate, it comes in like a little disc. I've always talked about that. This is what I always contributed to. Everybody's gonna be different because it depends on what you guys are used to, the foods you eat, the things that you can, remember, your sensories, your smells, or things like that. That's what I contributed to, though. This is not like that. It's not a real heavy dark chocolate. And let me go ahead and change back to the cameras. Yeah. All right. I don't know why it's taking time to go back. Anyways, wow. I'm trying to think. I'm getting another flavor in there. Remind me of a little bit of black licorice. Just not as intense. And I'm not really I'm not a black licorice person. By no means. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. With that coffee, wow. That licorice just really popped right now. I don't know why, but it did. Man. Woo. That was good. Wow. Yeah. No pepper. A little tingly, maybe like a ever so lightly white pepper. If you can even call that. Wow. I wish I would have had a full cup here. I would have. Woo, that was so good. Let's see what. Man, let me try that again. And the cigar. You know what I like about this cigar? It is a very stout cigar. It's pretty, it's not tight, but it's firm. And it's big. I mean, to me, this is a true 60-inch cigar. Because I've ordered some cigars before, and I've even bought them, and they'll say 60-inch gauge. But I don't know. You can always tell when you start puffing on. You can tell it's not quite a 60. I mean, I'm not sitting there measuring it all out, but this is, man, you can't go wrong. Oh, wow. Woo, man. Yeah, that is so good, guys. Oh, man. And, it's funny because this cup of coffee, I have actually a little bit of vanilla inside of it. The creamers with the Jack Daniels coffee. And, oh my gosh. I don't know what it does, but it's bringing out that licorice really. But it's not. Like I've said before, I'm not into dark that black licorice. And I don't think it says what liquor. It just says licorice. Yeah, licorice notes. So okay. But it's almost as if a creamy licorice I'm getting. Man. Burn is going off just a little bit, maybe because of puff it a little too fast. I don't know. Not much though. That's nothing to really worry about. You see that back there? Man, this mic keeps grabbing my hair. No, I'm not getting any, like tingling back here in the back of the throat, where you sometimes you get that. No burn on the retro. Very smooth burn, retro burn or blow. That you're exhaling. Wow. And I'm trying to think, man, the one I had before, I want to say it had a white band, but you know what? I may be wrong. Because usually I see Arturo Fuente, I'm sorry. I get them and Macanudo mixed up. I don't know why. I want to say maybe it's going to be, I think that their wrappers are semi-similar. A lot of gold in them and red. So, yeah. Try this out, guys. You will not be dissatisfied. I'm going to go ahead and touch it up. I'm real picky about that. I don't know why. Because unless I'm busy or I hear someone talking to somebody, it'll distract me and I won't pay attention. But when I'm here by myself or on camera, and I'm really noticing the cigar, it's like, I gotta touch it up, This would go good with a light whiskey or cognac. They're really good, really would. Now, this one might go good with this right here. Let's see. This is the one I bought. I sold it a while back. Yeah. Very smooth cognac. The Claude Chatelaire, or I don't know how to pronounce all that stuff. Anyways, if you guys see that, I picked this up at Trader Joe's. It's good, really good. It's smooth. I gave my wife a glass, maybe about 2 weeks ago or last week. And she said, wow, that was pretty good. She said, yeah, she was, I like that. Oh, man. With that, God. I wish you guys would be able to get that coffee, get the I think any coffee probably would work, but man, just put a little bit of vanilla in there with your coffee, and this cigar, oh man, you got a hit. So I was in the cigar shop, and I see this guy cutting a cigar, right? And so he goes and cuts it. Let's see, I got another cutter here, and he just whacks it, wow. And then I see him. He sees another guy cutting the cigars, and the guy, because the guy looked at him, another guy, older gentleman, looked at him, and he goes, "Wow, you really whacked that one, didn't you?" He goes, I think he thought about it. He says, "Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna change this camera here." And so the old man, older gentleman, he's probably a little older than me, maybe 60s. Not much older, but anyways, he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I thought you were gonna chop half of that off." So I guess the guy didn't really know, and he wasn't making fun of him. So the guy asked him, he goes, "Well, I don't really smoke, I've been wanting to come in here and have a cigar." So he goes, "Well, I'll tell you what. So right now we'll have another one. And I'll show you a little thing or two. Nice guy. They're just conversating. Like I said, anybody can go in there, man. These guys they're wanting to talk to people. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to talk to, hang out and just bullshit? So anyways, he shows him, and, I knew what he was going to show him, but so for all you guys that are fairly new, because I've had people write in and say, "Hey," so they say there's a certain way to cut them, how do you do it? And I always tell them, I have a video on it, but anyways, check it out. And then I explained to them, you're just cutting the head off. You know what I mean? The head of the cigar. You're going to, let me change the camera again so I can show some. Again, guys, I know that a lot of you guys know how to do this. So, bear with me. So anyways, let's see if I don't know, my hand, big old hand will be in the way, or a little hand, whatever. Okay. So let me hold it open like that. So you see that? And see if you can see that sideways. I am that much, not even, and it's going in further because I already cut the head off, but you are just getting the very tip of it. And if you look at a cigar when it's wrapped, in fact, I'll show you this. I don't want to tear that one. Anyways. A new cigar will have a little rounded cap on. And it's very minute, hanging over the edging. And that's all you want to do. Shave that off. And you're going to get plenty of draw, and you have nothing to worry about. Because if you chop off too much, you're going to be having a problem with your cigar maybe unraveling, and as you're smoking, it's going to start unraveling, and you're going to peel it, or you're going to try to fix it, and it may not stick anymore because you wore off the gum glue. Okay? Also, there's another way of cutting it, and I used to have it all the bullet. A lot of them. So I use this one a lot. This is my Rocky Patel, okay, cigar cutter. So it's a lighter, cutter, everything. Bullet cut. So here's the bullet cut. I don't know if you can see that. You see those little, let's see. See these little, right here? They're like little razors in a circle. See that? So all you do as you pushing down, this is if you don't cut with a guillotine cutter. This is what the guillotine cutter is. If you don't want to use that, you can use this. It's a lot easier sometimes, especially for those who are not sure, they don't want to chop it up. So you just kind of as you're pressing down, you turn it a little bit. So the blade will kind of, it'll start to cut through. And then you pull it out and you'll have like a perfect little circle, the shape of this right here. Okay? And this lighter has actually two. One little smaller one and one a little bit larger. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. See that? And that's all you do. And you'll get plenty. Some people want a full draw, but you're still going to get plenty of draw off of that. It's just your preference. Got something down. So anyway, there's just different ways of cutting your cigar. Okay. Let me. Oh, gosh. Go back. I don't know if it's on your side, and if you guys are watching the camera, just automatically go back. But here, it seems like it's taking a few more seconds than it needs to. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe reception's not as great. I don't know. It shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be that way though. Anyways. Coming towards the end of the first third. Still smooth. Oh. Still getting the chocolate, still getting the licorice, almond. Huh. Don't know. Maybe that'll hit on the second third. I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, I think you guys are gonna love it. All right, guys. Anyways, the Gran Rosado from AJ Fernandez. I'm sorry. It threw me off. All this cameras going out. Anyways, God bless, guys. You guys have a great one. I'll see you on the next one.